Hi, I'm Greg Rava, and I'm here with a prototype presentation of the Tabletop Game Prototyping app. This is a little app that's meant for game designers, teachers, or really anybody who is interested in creating games, and it allows you to easily create mock-ups, virtual mock-ups, of a board game or a card game that you're working on that can then be shared with people around you and play-tested, and then further edited and play-tested again. So here on our homepage we have a new project tab, open project, local playtest, and then a couple of little social media icons for connecting with your friends and followers. Right now we're going to go to new project. So we're going to create a new project. It's a game that I've been working on with some of my friends. It's called Cadunt. So I'll type in the name Cadunt and it comes up right there. I could choose to share it with my friends using the iPad's contact list built in. I'm not going to do that right now. I could also upload text instructions for anybody who opens the game that isn't me to read, just so they can get a general idea of what is going on in the game. If I hit the check mark right now, we would move right to the editor tool. But I just remembered that we already actually have a version of this in the app. So I'm going to tap out here and then open project. Now here's all our projects. These are mine that I have created myself. These are ones that others, my friends, have shared with me. So Cadunt is right here. So I'm going to open this up. This is the 3D editor space. This is the meat of the app, where it's a fully 3D space. You could pinch to zoom out, spread to zoom in, rotate, move around. It's a little hard to show in the prototype UI mockups. But we have our button here to go back to home. It quits the editor. We have a menu tab up here which gives us some options like the playtest mode, which I'll get to later, save, share, again, which opens up our contact list, and then edit details, which allows us to get to the name, our share list, and the instruction page. That way we can change it later. But right now I want to focus on the Add Assets button over here, which brings up the Add Assets menu. We can add a board in, which is like this one back here. That's a medium square board back there with an image applied to the top of it to give it essentially a game board look. Since we already have one, we're not going to add one in right now. The same for cards. This game doesn't use cards, but I want to show you, you can add in cards. You can create a deck of 1 to 100 cards, and you can import a series of images to act as the faces of those cards. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the second character into this game. So for that we use a token, which is the any purpose game piece, like what this guy is over here. So we're going to create a medium man token. And I want to give him a texture so we can differentiate him from our friend over here. So earlier today in my photo library, this is the iPad photo library, I imported this green texture. So I'm going to select that, and we're going to add him in. So there's our little green man player 2 right there. So if I tap him, it selects him and brings up a couple of options. I can edit him, I can duplicate him, or I can just outright erase him like that. Let's get him back though. Green texture, create. I can also move him around in the 3D space, so I can click and drag him over here. I know that was very smooth. And I can click and drag him right back. Again, I have all my options here. Now what I want to do though is I want to actually share this project with the people around me. I want to play test it. So anybody within Bluetooth range of my iPad can access a local playtest I create. So I have my friend next to me here, and she has her iPad, she has Tabletop open. She can go to the local playtest. Oh, whoops. She can go to the local playtest here on the main menu, and it pulls up a tab which allows you to see any other playtests in the area, and you can join them. So once you hit test, it says, hey guys, you can come here and join this playtest. And then you're both existing in the same 3D space. So anything that she moves, I will see move on my screen. Anything I move, she will see move on her screen. We have different views though. So I can have my own secretive view. I can have a hand of cards that she can't see. She can have a hand of cards I can't see. There can be objects in the way, barriers in the way of us. So it's really just a way of creating a semi-realistic playtest environment on a virtual space. The power of it is that at any time during the playtest, I can close it and go right back to the edit mode, where I can add assets, I can change assets, and then go right back to playtest and continue the playtest with my friends, which cuts out a lot of the time that would normally be spent creating these assets with paper and cutting things out and creating tokens and everything. Well, I hope that piqued your interest in the tabletop game prototyping app. If you're interested, please comment below. I would love to hear feedback on this. And a special thanks to the Envision prototyping tool for providing the platform to show this presentation. Thanks for watching.